Kathy.
Oh, David, I am so glad you're here.
Thank you.
I've got so much baking to do. Come on in.
Okay, Kathy. What a lovely
thank
kitchen.
goodness you're here. Thank goodness you're here.
I'm really glad to be here.
I've got all this dough. And I'm remembering all too well that you're like a specialist in French cooking. And I'm thinking eclairs, petit four, macarons, croissants de chocolat.
Oui.
Yeah.
Wow, this is really ambitious. Count me in. What's it all for?
Well, it's for the Bakeless Bake Sale. Every year the Pavilion Auxiliary has this in October. This year it's from October 2nd to the 16th.
How can I help?
One of the things you can do is write a check.
Well,
but also you can help me with these pastries.
Well, I could do that. But what's the money going to be used for?
Well, there are many different projects that for years they have done in the Pavilion. The Auxiliary has done. They've bought large screen TVs, computers, subscriptions of newspapers and magazines, things that help out the employees. And lately we've taken on bigger projects, like if you've not been in there, you should. The first floor of the Pavilion has a beautiful new lounge area with very, very nice furniture and relaxing chairs for the residents. And I think this year they want to work on the second floor, a memory care unit, the outdoor atrium. They want to make that usable once again for the residents. Oh, that's the timer. I think my first batch is ready. Let's have a look.
Well, Kathy, I'm a little confused. This is a cold oven.
Well, David, it's a Bakeless bake sale. You see, David, it's really all about the dough.
Hi, I'm Dottie, Tronnes, Volunteer Coordinator here at Shell Point, and welcome to another edition of Volunteer Corner. Today, I'm at the lovely home of Kathy Battles, and Kathy is the chairwoman of the Larson Pavilion Auxiliary's Bakeless Bake Sale. And joining Kathy and I today are Jane Haines, who is the president of the Larson Pavilion Auxiliary, and Ann Erickson, the vice president, and also a committee member of the Bakeless Bake Sale. So Kathy, first of all, thank you so much for hosting us in your home, and ladies, thanks for joining us.
You're very welcome. Happy to have you here.
Great, great. Can tell us a little bit about the Bakeless Bake Sale?
Well, the Bakeless Bake Sale is an annual fundraising effort by the Pavilion Auxiliary. Those of us you see walking around in the blue coats. And it's an annual event, as I said, that every year in October for 2 weeks, we attempt to raise money for the benefit of the residents who call the Pavilion home.
Wonderful. And Jane, as the president, can you give us a little history of the Bakeless Bake Sale? Because I understand it's been around for quite a while.
Yes, it has been. I think the auxiliary itself, this is our 27th year. And I think the Bakeless Bake Sale started about 4 years after the auxiliary was founded. Wow. So it's been a good source of income for the auxiliary to help the residents.
All right, a lot of years of no baking.
A lot of years of no baking, and that's what we like.
Absolutely, absolutely. Ann, can you tell us a little bit about some of the projects over the years that this Bakeless Bake Sale has helped fund it?
Well, over the years, I know they provide newspapers for each floor for every year. And we do contributions to the scholarship fund, which helps the employees further their education. We, last year, contributed a large amount of money to the refurbishing of the reception area on the first floor, which everybody seems to enjoy.
It's beautiful.
We will provide things for the arts and crafts cart, the book cart. A lot of it comes from donations, but for whatever's missing, we try and fill in the gaps.
So a little bit of everything.
Yes, we do.
Great. Jane, do you have anything to add to that?
I think a couple of years ago, We refurbished the chairs in the Schilling dining room. There are certain chairs you have to have because people have to be able to move the chairs, so they have casters on the back side but not the front. Things that we don't even think about when we go to look at furniture.
Right.
But we find out that when we want to provide some of these niceties, that there are rules and regulations that have to meet certain standards.
Absolutely, which probably makes them more
It
expensive.
makes it more expensive. That's exactly right.
Right.
So, Kathy, you can tell them to dig deep.
Well, and how about if you tell us what you might want to use this year's funds for?
Well, this year's project is rather ambitious. If you've been on the second floor, which is the memory care unit of the pavilion, you will perhaps have noticed that there's an outdoor atrium that has been in disuse for quite a few years. And our idea is to help with the refurbishment of that, providing outdoor furniture, for instance, and awnings or whatever will make it more comfortable out there, whatever the weather, so that the residents can take advantage of being outdoors.
That's a wonderful goal. So in closing, Kathy, is there anything that you'd like to say to our viewing audience?
Well, I would just like to say, please be on the lookout for the letter in your mailbox with the return envelope, and I am making a big appeal to your heart. The pavilion is a wonderful way to give, and it is a way that you yourself will benefit, even if it's your loved ones or neighbors. We all are touched by somebody in the pavilion, if not ourselves. And it's a very worthwhile effort to provide projects and items that might make life more comfortable. And last year we raised nearly $35,000 for projects, and we can do more if you give more. Everyone has been so generous over the years. We have gotten amazing amounts of money from your hearts, and we just want to appeal for you to keep that going.
Thanks so much. So everybody look in your mailbox, not for a brownie, not for a cookie, but for perhaps with stationery that you'll recognize right away as the appeal for the Bakeless Bake Sale. Thank you so much. Thank you, ladies, so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Dottie.